Walmart puts a yellow clearance sticker on a product, it can either be the smartest purchase you make all year, or the costliest mistake you walk out with. The difference comes down to the real reason behind that markdown, and that's exactly what we're unpacking today, clearly, before your next store run. Drop a like if you find this useful. Keurig Express Essentials. These markdowns aren't happening because anything's wrong with the product. Walmart simply needs to push heavy volume out of its warehouses before summer wraps up, and the Keurig Express Essentials landed right in the middle of that push, falling from its original $79 down to $49. If you've been putting off buying your first pod coffee machine, this is a rare stretch of time to grab one without overanalyzing it. There's not much to explain here. It's compact enough to not eat up counter space, brews in under a minute, and the strong brew setting is a genuine perk for anyone who can't function on a weak cup. It also takes any K-cup pod on the market, so you're not stuck with one brand. At $49, this price point simply isn't something Mr. Coffee or Black Plus Decker drip machines can match on convenience. Drio Tower Fan. Drio doesn't run TV ads, but inside online deal hunting communities, it comes up constantly, especially their tower fan lineup. The 42-inch model just dropped from $89 to $64, right as yearly cooling demand hits its peak, which is exactly why you shouldn't sit on this one. What separates Drio from the flimsy plastic towers next to it on the shelf is a noise rating under 34 decibels, meaning it can run all night without disturbing anyone. If your AC is already running, placing this fan correctly helps circulate cold air more evenly through the room, easing the load on your system and stretching its lifespan. You won't notice the payoff immediately, but it'll show up on your electric bill. It's a bit pricier than Lasco, but anyone who's slept next to it overnight understands why. Walmart is marking down something millions of Americans already use daily, and the reason behind that discount matters more than the price tag itself. Oral-B iO Series 4. Seeing the Oral-B iO Series 4 clearance tagged from $99 down to $69 makes it tempting to think you're stepping into a premium lineup for cheap. But this is exactly the kind of deal where you need to slow down before tossing it in your cart. The issue isn't the toothbrush itself, it's what happens after you get it home. The iO Series 4 relies on specialized brush heads that cost nearly double what standard Oral-B replacements run, and as the brand shifts fully toward newer iO generations, these particular heads are steadily becoming harder to find. You'd be buying into a shrinking accessory ecosystem, not a growing one. There's also the battery to consider. Units that have sat in storage for extended periods often have lithium-ion cells that degrade in ways you won't notice until a few weeks into use. Beats Studio Pro. This is one of the rare cases where the clearance genuinely works in the buyer's favor. Walmart badly overestimated demand for the navy colorway compared to black and camo, which sold out much sooner and left navy sitting in a localized overstock. As a result, it's dropped from $349 to $161, a cut of over 54%. At full price, the Beats Studio Pro usually gets compared to Sony or Bose and sometimes loses on long wear comfort. But at $161, that comparison flips entirely. The signature bass tuning, strong active noise cancellation, and 40-hour battery life are features that usually cost $250 or more from other brands. Apple almost never lets its products get a straight markdown at major retailers, but this week is the exception at Walmart. AirPods Max. Apple doesn't discount the usual way, which is exactly why the $449 price on the AirPods Max at Walmart deserves more attention than the number suggests. An $80 cut off the original $529 might not sound as dramatic as some of the 50% off items on this list, but for Apple, a straight markdown at any major retailer, including Best Buy or Target, is genuinely rare. The reason? Apple is shifting fully to USB-C and rolling out a new color lineup, forcing Walmart to clear out remaining stock in blue, purple, and starlight to make room for the next shipment. In actual use, the AirPods Max is still the top audio device in Apple's ecosystem, with spatial audio that makes a real difference for movies, a solid aluminum build, and breathable mesh ear cushions. If you're an iPhone user without a solid pair of over-ear headphones yet, this is a well-timed window to buy in. JBL Bar 500. A $520 price on the JBL Bar 500 sounds like a good deal next to its original $689 tag, but pause for 30 seconds before you commit. Walmart's own website, along with Best Buy, has this exact soundbar listed at $449 during the same promotional week. That means the $520 in-store price isn't a real discount. It's a textbook case of the yellow tag creating a sense of savings that doesn't actually exist. You'd be paying $71 extra purely for grabbing the box off the shelf instead of taking 30 seconds to check the price online. If you genuinely want the JBL Bar 500, it's still worth it at $449. With a powerful wireless subwoofer and a genuinely cinematic sound profile, just order it from your phone before leaving the parking lot. Don't let being in a hurry cost you $71. Sony WH-1000 XM4. Sony has already released the XM5 generation but keeps the XM4 in production because of how large its fan base still is, and that's creating a genuinely good situation for buyers. This week, Walmart has these headphones priced at $199, a straight $149 cut from the original $348. Seeing the XM4 dip below the $200 mark at any major retailer, including Costco or Sam's Club, is rare. The reasoning is practical. Walmart wants to grab market share in premium headphones right as peak summer travel and commuting season hits, and they chose the XM4 specifically because it's proven enough that it needs no further convincing. Its active noise cancellation is still top of its class, filtering out plain engine noise, street sounds, or a neighboring TV without that uncomfortable ear pressure feeling. At $199, the XM4 doesn't just outclass JBL or Skullcandy in the same range, it makes justifying the extra spend on the XM5 a lot harder. Hisense R652 Soundbar. Not everyone needs a $500 sound system just to improve on their TV's built-in speakers. Hisense built the R652 for exactly that segment, and it served that role well until the next model came along and needed shelf space. That's why it's dropping from $149 to $79 at Walmart this week, a lineup upgrade clearance, not a defect issue. For $79, you get a stable Bluetooth connection, a clean, space-saving design, and a genuinely noticeable improvement over any TV's built-in speakers in the budget range. Mainstay's Patio Set, a complete outdoor furniture set with cushions for under $200, is a number you rarely see at Target or Home Depot, even during summer sales. Walmart is cutting this three-piece mainstay set from $299 to $198. And the reason is practical. They need the floor space cleared before switching displays to back-to-school supplies next month. The set includes 2 cushioned armchairs and a tempered glass coffee table. The PE rattan over a powder-coated steel frame holds up well against harsh summer sun and rain without turning brittle, cracking, or growing mold. A $198 price tag on a cushioned outdoor set is a genuinely rare find anywhere, and once this run sells out, the shelf space likely goes to backpacks and crayons, not a deeper discount. Clearance isn't always about a defect. Sometimes it's simply that a color didn't sell, and that's exactly when smart shoppers move fast. Eclipse Blackout Curtains. Walmart is running a seasonal liquidation on the Eclipse Absolute Zero Blackout line, cutting prices from $30 to $14 on the blue and darker shades that are harder to move. Buyers rushed the neutral colors first, leaving the bolder tones behind to be cleared out before fall stock arrives. Nothing's wrong with the product, the color simply wasn't everyone's first pick. If blue or dark tones work in your space, $14 for a true blackout panel from Eclipse is a price point even the basic Mainstays line can't match for thermal performance. Eclipse's light-blocking weave also blocks UV rays and keeps rooms noticeably cooler, meaning your AC runs less, savings that'll show up on your electric bill faster than you'd expect. Mainstay's Curtain Rod. This $12 clearance-tagged curtain rod looks like a minor accessory not worth thinking twice about, yet it's actually a textbook example of the price gap between Walmart's shelves and its own website. Pull up this exact rod on the Walmart app, and the online price starts at just $7. Same product, same brand, same retailer, just a $5 difference depending on whether you're standing in the store or sitting at home. Order online, choose in-store pickup, and that $5 stays in your pocket for zero extra effort. Brinks Hardware. The smart home shift is pushing major retailers to hand over prime shelf space to fingerprint locks and touchscreen devices, and Brinks' traditional handle and lock catalog is taking the hit, with markdowns of up to 45% across the older lineup. The round bedroom/bathroom doorknob set drops from $18 to $10. The premium lever lock for main doors falls from $34 to $21. The heavy-duty deadbolt is cut from $25 to about $13.50. Brinks has been a trusted security name in the U.S. for decades, with durable alloy construction, anti-pick cylinders, and straightforward mechanical installation with no dead batteries or software glitches to worry about. If you're keeping your home's classic hardware look intact, this is a rare window to upgrade your entire door security setup at a much lower total cost. Better Homes & Gardens Bathroom Shelf. These hanging bathroom shelves are stacked high on the clearance table and look like an easy grab, but this is a product that consistently draws negative feedback across shopping communities, and there's a specific reason why. The plating rusts quickly after just a few weeks of steam exposure in a bathroom, leaving rust stains on tiled walls that are genuinely hard to clean off. On top of that, the gap between tiers is too narrow to fit the larger shampoo and body wash bottles most families buy in bulk from Costco or Sam's Club. Next up is something that, once you start using it, makes going back to your old cooking method feel impossible, and right now, it's at its lowest price of the year. Ninja Foodi Smart 40. Walmart placed the Ninja Foodi Smart 40 into its featured deals category this month to drive demand ahead of the holidays, and a $100 cut from $249 to $149 is enough to turn a maybe later into a same-day purchase. Worth knowing, these are fully sealed, brand new units, not display models or returns. At $149, the Ninja Foodi Smart 40 has essentially no real competition in its category. The capacity handles 4 steaks at once, the smart thermometer keeps temperature accurate down to the degree, and the smoke control system lets you grill indoors in an air-conditioned room without the smell taking over the house. Keurig Cookware Set. Keurig partnered with Walmart to push volume for the summer program, and as a result, this 10-piece ceramic set with removable handles is dropping from $129 to $59, a cut of more than 54%. It's a win for both sides. Keurig gets deeper reach in the US market, and Walmart gets a kitchen item strong enough to pull in summer foot traffic. The standout feature is the removable handle. After cooking on the stovetop, you simply detach it and the pot goes straight into the oven or onto the dining table without needing separate serving dishes. Stacked together, it saves up to 70% of cabinet space compared to standard cookware. Compared to Tefal or mainstays in the same tier, Keurig feels noticeably more refined, and its ceramic coating rates higher for long-term durability in reviews. Hamilton Beach Toaster. Hamilton Beach is overhauling its entire product look, phasing out the glossy black plastic casings in favor of powder-coated cream and matte black finishes that fit a more minimalist trend. As a result, the plastic and stainless toaster is clearance tagged from $25 to $15, a cut of nearly 40% simply because the color no longer fits the brand's new direction. At $15, you'd struggle to find equivalent motor durability and heating consistency anywhere near Dollar Tree or grocery store end cap prices. The minimalist look, sturdy mechanical buttons, wide slots, auto shutoff, and high lift lever for grabbing smaller pieces without burning your fingers are exactly the features you'll use every single morning. Hamilton Beach Big Mouth Juicer. For the same reason as the toaster, Hamilton Beach is clearing this glossy black juicer to make room for newer slow juicer designs. It's dropping from $69 to $42, and if you want a heavy-duty juicer to boost your family's morning vitamin intake, this is the moment. The Big Mouth name isn't a gimmick. The extra-wide feed chute lets you drop in a whole medium apple or carrot without pre-chopping. The 800-watt motor extracts juice fast, and the large pulp bin keeps busy mornings simple. Compared to Breville, it doesn't squeeze the pulp quite as dry, but at $42 versus Breville's $200 price tag, that's a trade-off most families will happily accept. Rubbermaid Easy Find Lids. Rubbermaid is clearing shelf space for its premium Brilliance line with glass-like clear latching lids, and as a result, the entire classic Easy Find Lids line is being liquidated with markdowns up to 45%. The 18-piece set, originally $30, is now $16.50. This is the kind of purchase smart shoppers make out of practicality, not excitement. Easy Find Lids has been a staple in American kitchens for a simple reason. The red lids snap tightly together or to the bottom of the container, so you're never stuck hunting for a missing lid. The heavy-duty No. 5 plastic is fully microwave and dishwasher safe. At $16.50 for 18 pieces, this beats even the bulk sets at Sam's Club, and once Rubbermaid clears this stock for the new line, this price disappears for good. 9th generation iPad. Walmart doesn't clear out iPad stock often, and when it does, it usually signals a bigger transition in the lineup. This time, it's because Apple is moving fully to USB-C and an all-screen design, meaning this last Lightning port generation needs to go. It's dropping from $329 to $229, a price point where an iPad has genuinely never been this accessible. The only real difference between this model and the newer generations is the charging port and screen bezel. Otherwise, the A13 Bionic chip still handles everyday use smoothly, from streaming to FaceTime to browsing, without lag. And the physical home button with Touch ID is something plenty of older adults still prefer over the newer model's swipe gestures. Shark just announced its next-gen robot vacuum line, launching this fall with built-in object recognition, and that's opening up a rare window at Walmart right now. Shark IQ Robot. Shark is preparing to launch its next-generation AI-integrated robot lineup this fall, and the current IQ line needs to make room. As a result, the RV101A model, normally priced $450 to $500, is now clearance priced at $299, a markdown of up to 40% on a product with zero actual quality issues, simply being phased out for the next generation. Its strongest selling point is the self-emptying base, which holds up to 30 days of debris, meaning you barely have to think about emptying it for an entire month. It maps your home automatically, and its cleaning performance on both carpet and hard floors consistently ranks near the top of its class. Shark Cordless Pet Plus. Alongside the robot line, Shark is also clearing out the Cordless Pet Plus stick vacuum to make room for newer models with battery percentage displays and more compact folding designs. Dropping from $279 to $179, this $100 cut turns it into a serious alternative for anyone who's wanted a cordless Dyson but has hesitated at the $400 price tag. The real standout is the self-cleaning brush roll, which automatically cuts through hair and pet fur wrapped around the roller, completely removing the need to grab scissors after every vacuuming session like older models required. Walmart runs clearance drops like this every single week, but the genuine deals typically only last a few days before the shelves clear out. Knowing about them before everyone else isn't a small edge, it's real money staying in your wallet every month.